Yes. Yeah, well, today decided to just touch on a very short topic. Just decided to do a short clip on issues concerning sore injury. We talk of stuff like heartbreaks, stuff like depression, and so on. As you know, the soul functions include the mind, emotions, and imagination. Many times people go through heartbreaks and depression or this soul injury for different reasons. Some suffer from things like rejection, divorce, abuses, loss, and so on. And what people need to understand is that this soul injury can be a result of some painful memories of the past, and a broken heart can also lead to sickness of the body. Hence, people need that release from this soul injury. We know, yes, that time heals. There are certain things that you start forgetting with time, as you probably meet with different people, as you share, and so on. But it's not always when stuff just begin to fade away from the mind. With some people, it can take years. I've heard people who say they've lost their loved ones and they failed to move on even after 10, 15 years, which is quite difficult. So there is different ways where you can find this release from soul injury. Apart from waiting for stuff to begin to fade away from your mind, from your thoughts, there are times when you also can get special counseling from qualified people that are trained for providing counseling services. And there's also times when you can require supernatural or spiritual intervention, because as you suffer from these memories of the past, as you suffer from the depression, the heartbreaks, you will find that all this will have a negative impact on your health physically. So it is important to seek help before the situation gets worse. So I felt like I should share on concerning this issue or this topic because it is unhealthy for people to live in these heartbreaks, to be in this bondage of depression for too long. Sometimes it's not that easy to forget when things happen, because at times when you try to forget, but things just keep coming up into your mind, and you begin to imagine how things were supposed to have been. You start to imagine some of the events that took place in the past, and sometimes even with the pain that you can be experiencing. Many times people get to a point where they begin to blame themselves and think they are the cause of whatever challenge they would have experienced in life. For instance, we can talk of divorce, we can talk of abuse. Someone can go through a divorce, and even though the person might be the victim, you may find that some people, they try to console themselves by just accepting that they are the ones at fault. They develop this guilt, even though like the guilt that they experience will be not objective guilt but subjective guilt, whereby you blame yourself. You have this guilt not because you are guilty, but you just blame yourself. Let me give an example. Like, you can have a situation whereby, for instance, someone is raped, and the person goes through this depression. Some can get to a point where they tell themselves that it was their fault that they went through whatever they went through. They start assuming that probably it was the way they were dressing, or probably it was because they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. They begin to have like this acceptance that they are in actual fact the guilty ones, when they are not guilty, because they are the victims. So people need release from soul injury. Sometimes when someone is experiencing this soul injury because of a loss, let's say loss of a loved one, it could be your spouse, people might start assuming that it is because of soul ties, but there is a difference. You can experience this heartbreak, this depression, this soul injury. You can fail to forget, you can fail to move on after the loss, not because you are tied by these soul ties, but it will be just that you are going through painful memories of the past. So you need to find ways of dealing with this injury. You can even check yourself, because people have got different abilities. Some people, they heal quick, they get occupied so that everything begins to just fade away. You have a lot to do that keep them busy. Then there are some who become so lonely that they fail even to move on. They fail to forget, and they don't have too much to occupy themselves. So and that probably end up causing them to be too much thinking of their past experiences. You see, so in such situations where you are not capable, or where you have failed to have these memories just fade naturally, it is important to seek counseling from professional people that are trained in that field, or to seek spiritual or supernatural intervention. This is all I just wanted to share, and I believe that if you are one of those who are going through this challenge of soul injury, if you are one of those who are going through heartbreaks, who are going through depressions, I want to tell you that you just need this release. You need to enjoy life. You need to be free. You need to be loosed from this soul injury before it starts affecting your health. Because if you don't get rid of it, before you know it, you will start even experiencing sickness of the body, which will now cause a double problem in your life. So it is my desire, my wish, and my prayer that you heal from this soul injury, that you heal from this depression, that you heal from this heartbreak. God bless you.